My name is Joanne Bouma, and I teach in the Bachelor of Nursing program. And my teaching tip is using questions in clinical so that students are able to bring what they've learned in class and be able to apply that at the bedside. The point of asking questions is to help them bring forward past learning that they've done already, and then being able to build new knowledge, having been based on what they've learned in the past. As nurses, there's so much information that we have to sort through. So it's really teaching them a way of thinking, and that the importance of bringing back or bringing forward past learning and making connections between what they've learned in class and how they apply that at the bedside. So for example, with a patient who has a heart condition, asking them questions about what they remember about normal physiology that they learned in first year in biology, and then starting to marry that with the disease process and with cardiac disease. And it's at that point where they start to break down some of the complexity of the patient's condition, and they're able to slowly build it up again. So I asked them how a heart attack might impact the state of the heart and what that means to the patient and the care that you provide. And then I'll go on to ask about medications and staying away from just straight recall that they've memorized from a book, and really looking at why is this patient getting this medication, and when would you decide not to give that medication? So it really pushes their thinking about what they're actually doing. Part of the impact on student is that it moves them past just a straight recall of information, and it actually helps them to make the connections between what they've learned in class and the actual real patient condition. What I hear from students is that they realize that they actually do remember a lot of things that they've learned in the past, but if they haven't been questioned or asked to apply that in clinical, they've forgotten that they've known it. So when they see that they actually get it, they realize that they're starting to make a difference. It's about being intentional about what students have learned in their program, regardless of what year they're in, and seeing if you can intentionally build on their learning by pulling these questions out and having them actively and intentionally recall that information and apply it. The use of questions when applying theoretical knowledge is really about teaching students a way of thinking.